Good day, folks. Welcome back to Sweet Willy's Kitchen. I know it's been a while, but you know, as things go, you know, life gets in the way. But I had the opportunity to share with you some two new products that I've received over the past few weeks, and this is the last of a series that I've got, and one of them is the Lebof, L-E-B-O-F, an Amazon seller that is kind enough to send me this 12-inch 5-ply polished stainless steel frying pan. Now, at the house, we've been trying to get away from Teflon and all those things. The Teflon pans, after regular use, you have to get rid of them every 3 to 5 years. And the only, I guess I would say I have one stainless steel pan that I've had for over 25 years. So, you know, and a lot of people are hesitant about the use of stainless steel. Oh, it sticks, it is, that. We'll give a little tutorial on a proper way to get that non-stick. And then all it takes is just 2 minutes of your life. So it's really pretty simple once you get the hang of it. And not going to guarantee if you know, dynamite, but after some practice, it really gets going, and you won't have to worry about the risk of any of those microplastics getting into your food. Stainless steel, it doesn't wear down, and if you take care of it, it'll last you a lifetime. So what we have here, again, 5-ply. A lot of your general fry pans are 3-ply. We add 2 more levels of metal underneath the bottom, and the bottom is typically a stainless steel, and it's conductive, so that allows you to work with not only gas, electric, and also your induction. So it's a great all-around pan for any type of kitchen that you might have. And without further ado, let's get this unboxed, because it's really something to behold. I mean, it's, I say, here in New Jersey, they took away our plastic bags, so. And it's a bag, a storage bag, if you would. So we got that going for us. There's our instruction manual. We'll go over the proper care and the like. There's details on the lifetime warranty. Yes, this has a lifetime warranty. And based on what I've seen originally with these, it's something else. So package, you got your good package. There's your information card here. All right, from Lebof. Barcodes. There's recipes and other, you know, different nuances about the product, if you're curious about that. But let's get into it. And when I open this thing up, this thing weighs 4.75 pounds. I think that was the 10-inch. This thing comes in at 5 pounds. And I really got to say, it's heavier than my 12. And I would say it's right up there with the weight of, say, almost cast iron, if you would, right? A lot of people love cast iron, but one of the things is it's a little on the high maintenance. But with stainless steel, all you gotta do is keep these things clean. And you've got your stainless steel here, right? Stainless steel on your cooking surface, right? You got 2 plies here. And inside in the core, you have the aluminum. And the purpose of the aluminum is for high heat conductivity. Okay, professional chef pans, they use aluminum pans, but they go through them over. They're inexpensive and they go through them. Here you've got your, again, 5 layers. You've got 2 layers of aluminum wrapped around the stainless steel. All right, you've got, as you can see in the base here, all right, these are your 2 extra layers, all right? Purpose of that, heat conductivity, and it allows even heat transfer. It's one of the reasons why people like cast irons, is that heat, holding the heat. This thing is rated for 800 degrees in the oven. I don't know how many people get up to 800. My grill gets up to 650, but this means if you're doing a ribeye or a steak, you can sear, and then you finish this off in the oven, we won't have to worry about that. The handle, all right, it's a little lighter. It's not solid, but there's a core to it to help with heat. All right. I would still use some kind of cover if I'm pulling this out of the oven. But you got some good high sides, And oddly enough, this is available with and without a cover. And if you want to go with a cover, it's a really very nice cover. I'll put the link on it. But it works with any 12-inch, basic 12-inch cover. So if you don't want to have a lot of covers laying around, get the pan, use another cover if you're ever, going to do so. But again, gas, open flame, electric, induction, all of them. And this is really, 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 really nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash this out, soap and water, basic. And then we're going to do a recipe. Was inspired by not only the Chef Virgil over at my local fresh grocer here in New Jersey. All right? And Chef, he's our fishmonger, and he is the man who's always doing something, always got a new recipe, and every Saturday he's coming over. Sweet Willy, come over, I got something to show you. Well, yesterday he showed me he did this Creole style fried rice, and it was amazing, and I hope what we do does it some justice. So that's where we are. So I'm going to clean this out, and then we'll get back to business. All right, we'll see you in a few. Okay, we are back. We're back in the kitchen here. So we got our view, we got our pan, and we've got our ingredients. We'll go over the ingredients, but I want to show you about the proper way of getting that non-stick, right? And it's all about preheating the pan. We're going to start this off with a medium pan here, okay? Medium to high pan, medium high, okay? Wait 2 minutes. Wait 2 minutes, and then if we can get a little bit of water to start that bubbling, you can see that it starts to bead up. That's when it's time, all right? And then we'll get going. So let's give this 2 minutes, and I'm going to get my other ingredients here. So we're going to start off, okay? We're going to use about, when we get this up and get that up to a nice temperature, all right, we're going to start up with a little bit of canola oil, and then we're going to go for 4 sticks of butter. 4 tablespoons of butter, so half a stick of butter. Get about 6 cloves of garlic, all right? We'll get that going once that starts to get a little fragrant, okay? Then we're going to add our shrimp. All right, this is your 16 to 20 count shrimp. We cut them in third to little pieces, and I pre-seasoned them with like a Creole seasoning. We took the pre-done andouille sausage, 2 links, sort of like the size of 2 hot dogs worth of the andouille sausage, and we've got half of a red pepper, half of an onion, half of a green pepper, and about 2 inches worth of green onion, right? Once that's started, then we're going to take 3 cups of jasmine rice that we've done overnight, dry rice. And then once we get that incorporated and starting to heat up, then we add a little bit of low sodium soy sauce, just enough to cover it. Get that started, and you're going to have yourself something really tasty. All right, now I've added the extra Creole seasoning you can add as we go. So 2 minutes have passed, okay? And so that's just bubbling. So that means it's not ready yet. So let's open up this heat a bit. Okay, about 3 minutes has passed. Do the water test. You can see some of the beads dancing. Now we're ready, okay? So now's the time to add the oil. And you'll definitely see the oil coat and move around. It's about a tablespoon of canola oil, and you can see how viscous it moves around. So that's ready to go. So I'm going to lower the heat a bit, then I'm going to add my butter. I want that to lower it up. We don't want to get it too brown. That's a lot of butter, isn't it, folks? All right. Now, while this is going, all right, we're going to take our, we're going to add our garlic. Get that moving around. About 30 seconds worth. Now we'll add the peppers, and the onions. And this is where we'll get the heat back up. We'll put the heat back up. All right. I like to use wooden utensils on everything. On my Teflon, on my stainless steel. You just don't want to be gouging the metal and the like, and by doing such helps maintain those non-stick qualities that we all want. All right, give this about 2 minutes. Yeah, Virgil over at the Fresh Grocer is something else. He's always doing something different, and that's part of the Cook and Go program that he has there. So very, very popular. The fish dishes, he did this wonderful buffalo shrimp for the Super Bowl, and it was really terrific. So I wanted to try my hand at this, and given this pan the way it is, it really gives its let it run it through its paces. So I'll talk for about 2 minutes. We've got some good bubbling going on here, and we're going to add our shrimp. And our shrimp are, like I said, they're pre-seasoned with a Creole seasoning. You could, if there's one in the store that you like to use. So here's the thing: the next thing that we're going to add is the andouille sausage. Andouille sausage is already fully cooked, so all we're doing is heating that up. Now right now, because the pan is nice and full, we don't have to worry about burning anything. So I got the flame up at high. And once we start to see the shrimp do some color, we'll be in good shape. But shrimp are easy, very, very easy, because they tell you right away when they're ready, by means of when they change color. See? And they turn that pinkish hue. I like a pinkish hue. How about you? So, what's great about this here is, you can see, when the shrimp get to a color like that, they got something going. That's nice. The shrimp are starting, they're good. Well, I still have some, I think I'm going to save the andouille for last. Let's do that. The shrimp are just about fully cooked. We have good color on the shrimp. We have good liquid here. So this is the point where we're going to add our rice. 3 cups of previously cooked rice. Get that mixed in. Typically at home, I'm making hibachi fried rice, and I use a pan of this size. So we're going to do this. So this is this will be my new fried rice pan. All right. It's coming out nicely. Take the heat down a little bit. Now, I'm going to add some seasoning. We're going to just add a little bit of soy sauce, as you get light soy sauce. I don't know, maybe about 2-3 tablespoons. Once you get that all incorporated. Last thing, we'll add the sausage. Again, that's already cooked, so the natural heat's going to warm up the sausage and give us a good bite. If you wanted, maybe if you wanted to cut it into smaller pieces, you could. But I like a good bite. Take this heat down to medium. All right, let's give this a taste for seasoning. I'm going to add a little more of my Creole seasoning mix. Mine's a little different. I did the traditional, but I add a little cayenne, just a dust of cayenne. And guys, I think we are done. Good mix of this and that. All right, so here it is, Sweet Willy's Cajun fried rice. I'm going to let this cool. I'm going to put some of this away. When I get back, I'm going to give a little tutorial on how to take care of this thing. We'll give a rundown, and we'll see you in a few minutes. All right, folks, we're back. All right, we're at the sink here. Just where we had a little bit of left over from the starch on the from the rice, and all we did to clean it up. The pan is still a little warm. And I use our non-metal sponge. Scotch-Brite pad or any of those non-metallics. Alright, she cleans up nicely. I'd avoid using any abrasive pads, but it's stainless steel. I've used it before, so it's not a problem. There you go. Perfect. All right, let's go back and give it a little recap. Okay, folks, we're back. We're all cleaned up, and again, we're ready for our next use. So, again, a quick recap. All right, we've got 5-ply stainless steel. Induction, gas, electric, induction, high polished, 12-inch, usable for any other lid, so you have that going for you. We've got a cool handle here, but still, if we're putting it in the oven, we still want to use some use some safety and use a towel to bring it out of the oven. This is good up to 800 degrees in the oven. Perfect for finishing off some big thick steaks or so in the oven. After you seared them, you flip them, okay? We showed you a little bit the best way to get that non-stick surface, right? Let this heat medium high for about 2 to 3 minutes. Do the bubble test. Once that's going, we put our oil in. It gets nice and viscous. Now you can fry eggs, which is probably the litmus test for anything. For eggs, omelets, and the like, and you're going to be golden with this, okay? So, lifetime warranty, Lebof, L-E-B-O-F. This is the 12-inch, all right? It's also available at 8-inch and 10-inch. Available on Amazon. I'll put the link at the bottom. And as far as the this Creole fried rice, a shout out to my good friend Chef Virgil over at the Fresh Grocer in my hometown. So you take care. Again, I want to thank everybody for watching, and we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.